Welcome back to Julie's Wreath Boutique. Today I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to show you what I ordered. What do I order when I go to places like the Wreath shop, and what do I get from them? And so I'm going to kind of show you my process, and I always look through the different things like mesh and ribbon and signs and wreath forms, and I kind of just go through there, see what sparks my attention, and I get some. So anyways, I have a mega haul that I want to share with you. My link to the Wreath shop, I have an affiliate link, is in the description box below. This is not a sponsored video, but if you use my affiliate link, I do receive a small commission, and it helps this channel and it helps me personally to bring you more content, because it costs money to purchase the mesh and everything, and to see wreaths and projects made each week. It all costs money to do that. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing we're going to go over is the mesh, because it's all sitting right here. I've got like 10 rolls over here, and they're in a precarious situation. They're about to all fall over. So let's start with the first one on top. Now, this is the only roll of mesh that I bought only one of. This is the poly burlap mesh. It is the pink, the light pink. And I think I have some of this, but I wasn't sure. And I thought, oh, Valentine's Day is coming up. I want to make sure I have one. So I got the roll. Now, I have a video talking about the different kinds of mesh, the differences between those, and I'll link that video in the description box below as well, because there are a lot of different versions of mesh. And I think there's even some newer versions now that aren't even in that video, so I'll talk about that here in a minute. But when I order, this is kind of my rule for myself, because I like to order enough mesh to do a project. And I typically, if I like a mesh, I always order 2 rolls. And the reason why I order 2 rolls is sometimes one roll isn't quite enough, depending on the size of your frame. And I just feel like it's worth it just to buy that extra roll. So I only bought 1 roll of this pink poly burlap, because I thought I had another roll of it, and I just didn't really need 2 rolls of it. Okay, so the next one is this blue and white. It's called wide stripe fabric mesh. And it's kind of got like the fabric mesh, but the deco mesh in it as well. I don't think I was able to cut this with a wood burner. I can't remember. I have a video for this. And what I'm going to show you is this. Let's see. Is I had done a patriotic video with both of these rolls of mesh. And I only had a few rolls of it, and I sold those wreaths, and of course I haven't been able to make them since. So now I have 2 rolls of this and 2 rolls of that. They're the same stripe fabric mesh. These are 10.5 inches long and 10 yards wide, or in length. So this is what I got. And I also want to kind of, when you're buying mesh, I kind of feel like when you go to places like the Wreath shop, it's just a better quality when you buy online versus when you buy from like your local craft store. I don't know why their quality is different, but trust me when I tell you it's different. I have people that message me and they're like, oh, I can't do the fused petal technique. And I'll ask them, what mesh did you get? Where did you buy it from? And they typically will have bought it from Hobby Lobby or Michael's, and it just doesn't do as well. So this is what I recommend. If you can't order online, by all means, use what you can find locally, whatever you can use. But this is what I do. So I bought 2 rolls of each of these. And then they had some yellows. This is a brighter yellow, and this one is again, the fabric mesh stripe. And this is 10.5 inches wide. So it's a little bit wider. When I make a petal, I'll still cut it in 10 inches. It's okay. A 1/2 inch isn't going to make or break. And then I bought 2 rolls of this. It's more of a sunflower yellow, and I just love the color of it. I think it's just really pretty and really rich. That's 10 inches long. And this is definitely a different, softer fabric mesh versus this one that has a little bit of a deco, poly deco in there. The next color I bought was this really pretty fuchsia. Again, it's that same stripe fabric mesh. It has a little bit of a deco polyurethane or something in it, I'm sure. But again, I just was really drawn to that color. We've got Valentine's Day coming up, and I thought, oh, that would be really pretty. Okay, so the next one, I'm just gonna, oops, see, I told you they were gonna fall at one point. This is just a black and white jute poly mesh. Okay, so this is really close to what I just showed you, but it has jute in it. Now, I know that since it has the jute in it, you probably won't be able to use your wood burner on this, but I think that that is just a really pretty mesh, and again, I bought 2 of them. The next thing I bought that just caught my eye, and I'm going to see if you can, let me take this apart. Okay, so I took it apart because I wanted you to see how pretty this mesh is. Oh, there's my elephants. Can you guys hear my elephants? I think this is so pretty, and I am just really drawn to this. Now, how am I going to use that? When I put this out on the mat here, you don't see it as much, but if I take maybe some white and put it underneath and I fuse that, I think it's going to show up a lot more and just be really pretty. I think you could even use a turquoise. I should try some turquoise too, but I think this is going to be fabulous for doing a fused petal technique. And I will leave my playlist down below on how to do the fused petal technique, but this right here, I'm loving how pretty that is. So I got 2 of them. That's kind of my rule, is I buy 2 rolls of each color because I want to make sure I have enough. Okay. And then here's striped fabric mesh. Man, I get a lot of striped fabric mesh, and my little elephants upstairs are having a heyday, let me tell you. But I like this. It has some really good structure to it, and I just really like it. And I just really thought that this royal blue is really pretty. I don't know. I was kind of drawn to the blues in this order because the next blue I'm going to show you is phenomenal. Okay, so this mesh, I'm not sure. It doesn't have a name. It has an item number. And I'm going to try to leave, if I can leave you guys links to these meshes, I'm going to leave a specific link. If they don't have it in stock, you can check my regular link and just search the website. But I don't even know if this is going to show up how pretty of a blue this is. I almost want to say like it reminds me of a dark robin egg blue. I'm not really sure if that's the right terminology I'm using. But I just saw this and I think it's really pretty. I want to match this with some like dark olive greens, and I think that would be a beautiful wreath. So I need to find some ribbon to match it and to make this work, but I have an idea for this. Okay, so I bought 2 rolls of this red and kind of tan stripe fabric mesh, and the reason why I like this too was because when I was looking, I found some of their ribbon and I thought that would be a pretty kind of like a Valentine's look. So I got that, and then I also got a navy blue and cream check mesh. And I really like this because that kind of gives you, you know, the black and white check, like the buffalo plaid is really popular, but now I can do a navy blue and a cream as well. So I like that option. Okay, so let's start with the ribbon next. And I know, Julie, you need more ribbon, like you need a hole in your head. I know. I agree. I don't disagree. But I do need to get rid of some of my Christmas ribbon, so I need to work on that. But my thing is, when I go to do a wreath, I don't have a lot of spring colors, so I've been trying to slowly kind of get my stash going on that. So let me show you a few colors. I'm going to show you this big one here. Hold on. I showed you guys, on Instagram or something a while back of a huge roll. This is 50 yards. This is a huge roll of ribbon that will last me, oh my goodness, so long. But this is just a black ribbon. It's not burlap. It's a cloth black ribbon with wire, 2.5 inches wide. I believe it was about $20, around that price range. But 50 yards, oh my goodness, this is going to last forever. And I just kind of feel like that black is just a basic need in every wreath maker's stash. And so, but then I saw this and I love this kind of farmhouse look. I ordered something similar to this that I have already. And this, I'm just telling you, this is just better quality than maybe going to Walmart or your local craft store. There's just a big difference. And for me, it's worth spending the money. And what I like about the Wreath shop is that I believe it's $89 in free shipping within the United States. If you live in Canada, they can ship to you. If it's internationally, it does get a little bit harder. It gets really expensive, and there's just, if you know of a good business internationally, especially like in the UK, leave it in the descriptions, because I have a lot of people that watch from Ireland and England, and they're always looking for places to find craft supplies over there. So that would be a lot cheaper for them. But I love this ribbon. It's 10 yards. Let's see. This is the 1.5 inch. And like for these two together would be really pretty. So I wanted to show you that. I really, really love that one. I got a basic gray color. Again, the quality is just really, really nice. Again, I promote Trendy Tree as well. You're going to find the same exact type of quality at that site as well, and I recommend them, and I'll leave my link for them in the box below as well. Okay, so and then I got this really cute daisy flower. I thought that was so pretty. I had got this little 1.5 inch gingham of the yellow and white. I thought those would be pretty together. I got a basic pink color with this, kind of reminded me of spring and Easter, and I could put these together as well. And this too. So it's just really pretty ribbon. You can't go wrong with it. It's just really quality. I want to say I paid anywhere from $6 to $7 a roll for these, but you're getting 10 yards. It might be like $7.95, maybe $6.95. I can't remember right now, but you're getting 10 yards. That will make a lot of bows. It will make a lot of ties for your wreaths. And then the last two colors I think I showed you earlier were these. Again, the quality is really good. I think these would be really pretty for Valentine's Day, and I wanted it in my stash. Okay, so now let's talk about frames and like foundations of wreath making. What do you need to get started? Well, one of the things that I always tell you guys is we talk about plastic canvas mesh. Well, guess what? I've been working with the Wreath shop and to see if we could find this, but they now have plastic canvas mesh, and it's great. This is a huge piece of mesh. I mean, it fills my whole screen here. And as you can see, it's got the nice wide squares. And I believe this is like maybe $3. I don't quote me on the prices because I don't have the prices in front of me. But this is what you need for the middle of your wreaths when I show you how to make a flower or whatever. This just makes sense, guys. This is just going to be a more economical way to make a wreath. If you can find a wireframe and this and put it together, the possibilities are endless. So I'm really excited about using this. It's really exciting to me. You're going to need a good pair of heavy duty scissors to cut it, but it'll work great. So the next thing we have is the 10-inch wire wreath frames. Now, okay, so based on when this video comes out, I should have already published a video showing you how to make a flower wreath using this frame. Now, this is a little bit wider in depth than the normal 10-inch frame that we can't seem to get because Consumer Crafts went out of business, sadly. But we're going to make this work, and I'm going to show you how to make it work. So watch the video that I have linked below about the 10-inch flower, okay? This wreath form may change a little bit because these are a little high, but we're going to work with them. I'm going to show you, and but these may change a little bit slightly in the future of what can be produced. Okay, so then the other thing I got was I got this 3D, and she had these on clearance, so I don't know if she still has them, but I got one of these thinking maybe I would try to do a carrot with this, you know, do it from this angle and do something with it. So this was like, I think under $3. So I just went ahead and did it. If not, you could always make a Christmas tree or something with it. And if you're in my Christmas tree group and have my Christmas tree tutorial, I know that people have used these. So link will be in the description box below for that too. All right, so finally, you guys, let me move something over. Now, you guys, we talk about zip ties here all the time. Well, they finally got in the same zip ties that I always recommend to you on Amazon. And these are not too thick and not too thin, and they are so easy to use. So I would definitely recommend the 8-inch zip ties. If these are in stock and they have them, make sure you get a bag. You won't regret it, I promise. Okay, so one more in the foundations of our wreath making are these really pretty moss cover wreaths. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do with them yet, But when I saw them online, I thought, oh, these are so pretty. And I thought these would be beautiful for maybe Easter or spring. And I just thought I got to figure out what to do with these. These are, I want to say, oh, this one is an 18-inch around, and this one is a 12-inch. My kids are still having a fun time upstairs. They got a hoverboard for Christmas. So I know. What do we have in our future, okay, for Julie's videos? But I just thought these were pretty. You can tell that there's like some, they're like, oh, like a branch, like a grapevine maybe, but there's some foam in there too. So you could definitely stick stuff in here. So I'm anxious to use these. Okay, so let's be honest, the signs are the fun part. So what do I do when I go online? I look at the mesh first. That's the first thing I look, because that's the base for my wreaths. Secondly, I go see what kind of ribbon can I find. Then I go and see if there's any kind of special frames or something. And lastly, I go to the signs. I love the signs. They're so much fun. And I love how they're protected when they come shipped to you. So the first one I got was this welcome with the black bears. Now you're probably wondering, Julie, why did you get something with black bears? Because I found this really cool ribbon at Joann's over Christmas, and I think that this would go perfectly. I was going to do like a grapevine wreath and do something with it. So hopefully an upcoming video with this sign will be in the near future. And then I love how everything is wrapped, and then I loved this sign. I just thought it was really pretty. God shed his grace on thee. I think it's so pretty. This is a 10 by 10 size. So I just think that's a nice size for a wreath. And even if you just wanted to hang this in your bathroom or in your kitchen, I think it'd be pretty. I don't think you have to, just because you buy signs from a wreath place or a craft place, doesn't mean you have to hang them on a wreath. You can use it in a different way. You can make a bow on the top and then just hang it. I just think that's beautiful, and I loved it. For Easter, I thought this was really cute. I love florals. Florals are my thing. It reminds me of my childhood. It reminds me of my mom. And I just thought that was so pretty. And I think this would be beautiful on a wreath. When you see this, you know I had to have this. Come on now. Wreath making mama. I don't know that I'm going to put this on a wreath, but I will probably put it on my door to my craft room here, because what am I? I'm a wreath making mama, and I love it. So it's perfect. Sorry, I got a little handle for it, so I'm good to go. So I had to get that one. This one is about 12 inches, 11.5 inches by, 6 inches. So I just thought that was cute. Okay, so let's look at this one. Oh my goodness, I thought that was adorable. And it's not overpowering, and I thought that was so cute. This one is about 10 inches by 4 inches wide. And I just think that was adorable. I love this bunny. Now, if you saw on my Facebook recently, you saw this sign. I had this in one of my, if you know my sense of humor, you get this, okay? But doorbell broken, yell ding dong really loud. I love this sign. I think it's so cute. I think it just would be so cute on a wreath. So I love it. And I got to do something with that. All right, so then next to the last sign here, my daughter is going to flip, guys. Look at how pretty that sign is. Now, this is metal. It is about 12 inches in diameter, and I mean, this is perfect. It's got 2 little holes here. I'm telling you, if this is not in stock, you can request it. You can put your email in to have them email you when it's back in stock. If you have a little girl in your life, you're going to need this. I think this is going to be so pretty. This in the middle of a flower, beautiful. I can't wait to make this for her room. Okay, so for the last sign, I want to show you this hello sign. I really love it. It's all painted. There's no exposed wood here. And I really thought this was really pretty. This was wrapped so well, so to ensure that nothing would happen to it. This is about 14 inches wide and about 7 inches tall. And I just think that's the perfect sign. I can't remember how much I paid for it, but I think this is perfect for any sign for all year long. I mean, you could paint it if you needed to. This has been painted. And this would be perfect for any type of wreath. And I love it. It's just so cute. So, and guess what? You guys can get a Pro Bow now from the Wreath shop. So I will leave that link as well. If you don't have that, you need to get it. So thank you so much for watching. I know this isn't my typical video, but I thought you guys might like to see what does Julie do when she goes online shopping, craft stores and Wreath shops and Trendy Tree. And this is what I do. This is kind of my method. If I buy one roll, if I see one roll of mesh, I buy 2 rolls, just so that you don't want to get stuck in the middle of a project and not have enough mesh. So if you've made it this far, leave me your favorite emoji in the comments. Let me know what is your favorite thing that you like to buy from the online wreath retailers like Trendy Tree and the Wreath Shop. And watch us next time when we have a video. I'm trying to be more consistent with maybe twice a week, and would love to have you follow me on social medias, join my group Wreath Creators and More, and we will see you next time on Julie's Wreath Boutique.